Welcome to Oral Drill Practice with Heather. In this video, we'll practice expressions for giving advice. First, let's briefly talk about how to use these drills. Learn the rules first. These oral drills are meant to reinforce grammatical structures. So, if you don't understand the grammar, you may need to review the rules first. When you're ready to begin, it's time to listen and repeat after me. After that, try repeating again, but a little faster. Finally, pause the video and repeat each part on your own. Simply saying "you should" is usually considered too direct when giving advice to a friend. Instead, you can soften the advice by adding "maybe." Don't forget to always use the base form of the verb after a modal verb like should. For example, maybe you should see a doctor. Maybe you should take a rest. Maybe you should ask for help. Now it's your turn. Pause the video and practice. In addition to maybe, you can also say I think. For example, I think you should go home. I think you should try it. I think you should come with me. Your turn. Pause and practice. You can also use probably with should, but notice that it comes after should. Listen and repeat. You should probably talk to your boss. You should probably look for a new job. You should probably get a second opinion. Your turn. Pause and practice. Definitely can also be used, and like probably, it comes after should. Use definitely for strong advice. Listen and repeat. You should definitely talk to your boss. You should definitely look for a new job. You should definitely get a second opinion. Your turn. Pause and practice. Another modal verb you can use is could. Could is used for offering suggestions, so it's less strong than should. And, like should, we can soften it with maybe. Let's try. Maybe you could get a tutor. Maybe you could try again. Maybe you could ask for help. Your turn. Pause and practice. Some advice expressions are always followed by the gerund or ing form of the verb. Let's try the expression you might consider. You might consider exercising. You might consider going to the gym. You might consider eating more vegetables. Your turn. Pause and practice. Another expression followed by the gerund is have you tried? Note that this is a question, so you need to use rising intonation. Let's try. Have you tried making a budget? Have you tried using coupons? Have you tried cooking dinner at home? Your turn. Pause and practice. Another question that's followed by the gerund is how about? Listen and repeat. How about doing yoga? How about playing badminton? How about joining the gym? Your turn. Pause and practice. Next, we have an advice expression that's always followed by the infinitive or the verb with to. Let's take a look. One solution might be to quit drinking coffee. One solution might be to go to bed earlier. One solution might be to avoid caffeine. Your turn. Pause and practice. Finally, we often use the second conditional when giving advice. Make sure to use the base form of the verb after I'd or I would. Let's try. If I were you, I'd find a new roommate. If I were you, I'd move out. If I were you, I'd talk to him about it. Your turn. Pause and practice. Now here is a list of all the expressions. Pause the video for as long as you like while you try reading each expression aloud and replacing some of the suggestions with your own.